Arsenal vs Manchester United. Manchester United beat host Arsenal on penalties. Expensive, Arsenal boss closes chance to recruit Alexander Isak. Ronald Araujo is on Arsenal's shopping list at the beginning of this year. Jorginho is considered by Palmeiras, future at Arsenal is still grey. Mikel Arteta discusses Arsenal's chances of signing new players in January. Arsenal vs Manchester United. Manchester United beat host Arsenal on penalties. A dramatic match took place in round 3 of the FA Cup, which pitted Arsenal against Manchester United at the Emirates on Sunday, January 12, 2025 evening. Manchester United took the lead through Bruno Fernandes before Arsenal equalised through Gabriel Magalhaes. Arsenal and Manchester United both fielded their best players. The hosts dominated from the start of the match, with more ball possession held by their players. Manchester United opened the scoring through Fernandes. Alejandro Garnacho won the ball from Gabriel and immediately counterattacked on the right. Garnacho then sent a pull bait, which was greeted by Fernandes' right-footed shot. The ball curled and Raya was just stunned to see his goal broken. But in the 60th minute, Manchester United had to play with 10 players, after Diogo Dalot received a second yellow card. He made a tackle on Mikel Merino. Arsenal responded immediately in the 63rd minute with Gabriel's goal. He took advantage of the rebound after Altay Bayındır brushed off Gabriel Martinelli's cross. 70th minute, Arsenal have a chance to turn superior. Starting with Harry Maguire's foul on Kai Havertz. The referee also pointed to the spot. Unfortunately, Martin Odegaard's shot can edge Bayındır. Score 1-1 did not change until the game was over, and continued to the extra time round. When the score remained until 120 minutes of the match was completed, the winner was determined on penalties. Manchester United won 5-3 in this round, after one of Arsenal's 4 winners failed, namely Havertz, because Bayındır brushed off. While all Manchester United kickers successfully fulfilled their duties. Expensive, Arsenal boss closes chance to recruit Alexander Isak. Premier League giants Arsenal have reportedly dropped their plans to sign Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak, because he is too expensive. According to reports from the Daily Mail, Arsenal owner and chairman Stan Kroenke seems highly unlikely to approve a move for Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak to the Emirates Stadium. The Londoners are not expected to be able to meet the astronomical transfer fee, estimated at around £150 million, to sign the Swedish international. At that price, Newcastle are clearly reluctant to let Isak go, given that they are in no rush to sell a player who has a contract until 2028. Although the Gunners are very interested in signing Isak, with Mikel Arteta a big admirer of the striker, Newcastle still seem to want to keep him until the end of the season. If they decide to consider offers from the London Cannons or other clubs, they are expected to only accept offers that can break the British transfer record. With such a high price, the London Cannons will most likely look for other alternatives. Meanwhile, Arsenal are reportedly ready to spend around £100 million to bring in one new player in the next transfer window, with the number 9 position being their top priority. However, that figure may not be enough to convince Newcastle United to let go of Alexander Isak, who has scored 13 Premier League goals in 18 appearances this season, as well as 2 further goals in the Carabao Cup. His tally includes the opener in Newcastle's 2-0 win over Arsenal in the EFL Cup semi-final first leg on Tuesday. Although the London Cannons' need for a top-class striker is urgent, especially to strengthen their front line in the fight for the title, it seems that they will look for other more affordable targets. One name that remains on their radar is RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko, who was approached by the London Cannons last summer. Ronald Araujo is on Arsenal's shopping list at the beginning of this year. Premier League giants Arsenal have reportedly included Barcelona defender Ronald Araujo on their list of targets in the January transfer window. 20 matches. This success cannot be separated from the solid back line, commanded by William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. However, according to reports from Mundo Deportivo, the Gunners have received a boost to strengthen their defensive sector by recruiting one of Barcelona's best defenders, Ronald Araujo, in the winter transfer window. Araujo himself is reportedly aware of the strong interest from the London Cannons and Juventus to take him out of Camp Nou. The 25-year-old seems dissatisfied with his position at Barca, where he is now a backup centre-back behind Pau Cubarsí and Inigo Martinez. The situation has made him consider his future, especially with Barca planning to sign Jonathan Tah on a free transfer next summer. This makes it clear that Araujo feels underappreciated at the Spanish club and sees no long-term prospects there. The Uruguayan is more inclined to move to the Premier League, where he feels the Gunners' style of play under Mikel Arteta suits him better. Barcelona themselves would not consider a loan move, but they are open to selling Araujo with an irresistible offer in the winter transfer window. Araujo is known for his strong ball distribution skills, dominant presence in the air, and his ability to clear defenses, making him a potentially very quality buy for any team. However, despite Ronald Araujo's undoubted qualities, Arsenal may not prioritize signing an additional centre-back. With Saliba and Gabriel performing admirably, and Jakub Kiwior as a backup option, the central defense is already very solid. The Gunners also have other backup options such as Jurrien Timber, who can play centre-back when needed, as well as Ben White and Takahiro Tomiyasu, who are expected to return after injury recovery. Considering Arsenal's main need is a right winger or centre-forward, they are unlikely to spend big on a centre-back, unless the offer for Araujo is very tempting. Jorginho is considered by Palmeiras, future at Arsenal is still grey. Brazilian football giants, Palmeiras, are reportedly considering signing Arsenal midfielder, Jorginho. The 33-year-old is entering the final 6 months of his contract at the Emirates Stadium, meaning he is likely to leave for free at the end of the season. Although the Gunners have the option to extend his contract for 12 months, there has been no clear decision from the club. This situation opens up opportunities for Jorginho to start negotiations with foreign clubs, including Palmeiras, who have reportedly been contacted by the Italian's agent. Since joining Arsenal from Chelsea in January 2023 for a transfer fee of £9.5 million, the midfielder has made 69 appearances in all competitions, contributing 1 goal and 3 assists. However, this season he is more often a reserve player, starting only 6 Premier League matches. Despite this, Jorginho remains a reliable option to set the tempo of the game from midfield. In the 2-0 defeat to Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, he showed his ability with some accurate long passes. According to ESPN's report, Palmeiras is one of the 2 Brazilian clubs Jorge is considering, alongside Fluminense. However, Palmeiras are yet to make an official offer to Arsenal. Negotiations with the player's agent are still ongoing, and the possibility of a formal offer remains open. Financially, the Gunners are under no pressure to sell Jorginho this month. Jorginho could be an important option for Mikel Arteta until the end of the season. Therefore, it is believed that Arsenal will not rush to let him go, despite interest from Palmeiras. Mikel Arteta discusses Arsenal's chances of signing new players in January. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has commented on the possibility of the Gunners bringing in new players in the January transfer window. The 2024-25 season has been a big challenge for the Gunners. They have failed to score or have managed just one goal in 13 out of 30 matches in all competitions so far. Was evident as they wasted many chances in the 0-2 League Cup semi-final. Injuries to Bukayo Saka and Ethan Nwaneri mean that the scoring responsibility now rests with Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. However, criticism has arisen regarding the club's transfer policy, which outlawed Arteta's tenure. However, Arteta insists that the London Cannons will only be active in the transfer market if they find the right deal. The situation changed because we had some important players who got injured. There's always a possibility, but it's always there if we believe that it's someone who will really make us better. Someone who can have an impact on the team. Signing players doesn't help at all. What's needed is someone who that we don't have. In this market, that's very difficult to achieve. On the front done there, we're very far from that, for very different reasons. First of all, because we already have very good players, and because we have a lot to achieve in the squad in that period.